Let's be real. Ontario's new home construction market has collapsed. Barely any new condos are being built. Townhouses, semis, single family houses are dead as doornail. And at the same time, thousands of Canadians who bought their homes back in 2022 peak are stuck. Well, why? Their condos are worth $200,000 to $300,000 less, and their mortgage payments have increased, and some have doubled. So in this video, I want to break this down, why construction has crashed or some projects are getting delayed, and why the prices are stuck or gone down, and what you should actually do if you bought at the peak and now feel trapped. Right now in Ontario, new housing construction to buy has basically stopped, and developers are now building only rental buildings, the kind of owned by either pension funds, but the homes that you or I can buy, they are slowly vanishing. In Toronto, housing starts are down to just few hundred per month, and that's nothing in the city of millions. It's so bad that the Ontario government stepped in with a tax break, rolling back part of HST on new construction homes, and the federal government is expected to match it. The one thing that you should always be mindful is when governments start giving up tax money, you know that they are desperate and they are trying to stop a total collapse in supply. Because if we keep building this few homes, we are against heading straight towards a massive housing shortage down the line. Because if we look at it, immigration has reduced, but it hasn't stopped. So why did this happen? It's not just interest rates, it's a system problem. The green belt, it's just too restrictive, and most of the buildable land is controlled by few billionaire families who can afford to wait, and they are literally waiting because they can afford to do so. And other than that, the land prices are still crazy high. They haven't reduced quite a bit, and on the other side, permits can take years, sometimes 3 years just to get approvals. And if you look at data all across Toronto and surrounding areas, the development fee have skyrocketed 2,000 to 3,000% in 25 years. So the builders simply stopped right now because the numbers just doesn't make sense to build new homes for sale. Now let's flip to the other side. People who bought during the frenzy, like back in 2021 and 2022, the interest rates then were very low. Like a lot of people got mortgages around 1%. Everybody wanted in because mortgages were almost free. No conditions, no inspections. They would just ask their realtors, just get me that house at any cost. And then the music stopped. And prices dropped in some cities from 20%, and in some cities they dropped as high as 40%, which means pre-construction projects either got cancelled or delayed. And suddenly people were left holding homes worth way less than they owed. Now, families with growing kids are stuck in condos too small for them, but they can't upgrade because they don't have enough equity to qualify for the next step. So the question everyone is asking right now is, what should I do? Here's the truth. You can't fight the market. You can't time the recovery. Your job right now is to survive this space without turning a temporary loss on paper into a permanent one. So the first step, do not sell. If you sell now, you're locking in on your loss forever. If you bought your house way back in 2022 or maybe late 2021, let's just say you bought a condo for $700,000 and now it's maybe worth $500,000. If you sell now, you're gonna lose at least $200,000, which means that money has permanently disappeared. It will never return again. And now, real estate always moves in cycles. It may take 5, 7, or maybe even 10 years, but the prices will normalize, just like they always have. If you have outgrown your home and you can't sell it without losing money, don't buy another one you can't afford. Instead, rent it out even if it's slightly cash flow negative. And because the rents are low, you can rent another home for yourself that fits your family. I'll just give you an example. A couple I know bought a one-bedroom condo at a peak. It dropped over $150,000 in value, and now the payments have jumped to $3,500 a month. They came to me last year and we mutually decided not to sell it because it was way too much money. They've rented it out for $2,000, which still means $1,500 a monthly loss. And now they have rented their own house and moved into a two-bedroom rental for $2,400. And if we look at the finances, they have paid every month almost same as before, but with more space and less stress. In these years, I have recommended them to increase their income. That's the mindset that you should have. Don't panic, don't sell it out of fear. Focus on the one thing that the market cannot take away. That is your income, your skills, and your ability to adapt. Yes, the market is painful right now. New construction has crashed, prices have fallen, but that is not the end of your story. What defines you isn't that you bought your house at the peak, it's what you do next. So if you're stuck, don't freeze, rent smart, work on your income, and buy yourself time. Because this phase will pass, and when it does, you will be ready to win again. So if you're also in this situation and you don't know what to do, just scan this QR code there and I will do one-on-one call with you so we can go over your real numbers and explore the real options for you. Till then, see you in the next video.